From the primordial void rose Yggdrasil, the world tree, holding the 9 realms in its branches. At the frozen roots lay Niflheim, the land of ice and death. To the south burned Muspelheim, home of the fire giants and eternal flame. In the east lay Jotunheim, the rocky wilderness where the frost giants plotted. High above was Elfheim, where the light elves danced in halls of crystal. Deep underground was Svartalfheim, where the dwarves forged the treasures of the world. In the center sat Midgard, the home of humanity. And above them all stood Asgard. Odin ruled alongside his brothers. But Odin wanted more than to rule. He sought the wisdom to secure the future. He traveled to the Well of Mimir, where the memory of the cosmos was kept. For a single drink of truth, Mimir demanded a terrible price. And Odin did not hesitate. He sacrificed a part of himself to save the world. He drank deep, and the past, present, and future flooded into his mind. He had wisdom, but he lacked the power to change fate. He needed the runes. The runes could not be bought. They had to be won through suffering. He hung himself from the wind-swept tree, pierced by his own spear. He offered himself to himself, hanging over the abyss. For 9 long nights he hung there, no food, no water. The frost bit him, but he did not cry out. He stared into the darkness until the darkness began to stare back. The runes revealed themselves, the magic of creation and destruction. With a final cry, he seized them. He rose again, the master of magic. His brothers, Vili and Ve, saw the change. They had built the world, but only Odin had paid the price to rule it. They stepped into the shadow of the All-Father, content to let their brother bear the burden of the crown. Only Frigg, his queen, remained by his side. She shared his burden and healed his wounds. With the runes, he raised the Hall of the Slain, Valhalla. He thatched the roof with golden shields to shine across the realms. The Valkyries were called forth to serve the queen and gather the dead. They gathered an army of heroes, the Einherjar, to prepare for the end of days. In his hall, the dead rejoiced, feasting and fighting in endless glory. But a king needs more than an army. He needs a champion. There rose Thor, the son of Odin, young, wild, and stronger than the mountain itself. Before the hammer Mjolnir, Thor wielded iron and rage. He was the defender of the Aesir, the storm made flesh. He sought his father's favor through deeds of might. The Thunderer and the All-Father, the sword and the shield of Asgard. With Thor at his side, Odin's reign was secure. The wealth of the world flowed to Asgard. The dwarves forged Draupnir, the ring of plenty. Gold creates gold. The Aesir would never know want. Heimdall, the white god, stood watch. His eyes saw all, and he saw only peace. Odin brought law to the lawless. He bound the Aesir in a code of honor. In Midgard, men worshipped the All-Father and the Thunderer, offering them thanks. Even the giants cowered in their mountains, fearing the wrath of the Aesir. Asgard entered its golden age, a time of unmatched splendor. Thought and memory brought only tales of victory and order. The sacrifices had been paid. The wisdom had been won. The Aesir stood united, a family of gods, masters of the universe. Valhalla shone like a beacon, a promise of eternal glory. Order had conquered chaos. The All-Father's work was done. And so began the Age of Asgard.